of the happy and the free. Oh, yes.
I thought you was about to go to Welcome to
No. Oh, no, I was not going there. I actually had forgotten about that song, but thank you for the reminder.
Well,
I think I only sang that once, though.
really?
Yeah, I don't remember that one that much.
That used to be my thing every Sunday. I didn't care if we sang anything but that. That was it.
That was a nice one,
That
though.
was so churchy.
Yeah, it was. Old school.
Breakers, how are y'all?
Oh, how is everybody? It's good to be back.
How was your week?
How was your week? Well, no, because nope. I'm going to go first this week because last week you got me with that daggone Ariana Grande hair. So
Okay.
no.
I don't have anything this week.
Okay.
Although it did tickle me that as funny as it was for me and you, it was that funny for everybody.
That is true.
So.
Because there was a lot of people who were busted up laughing about that. They got a good
I could
great
not
joy.
take it, and I still can't take it. Like, where was her part?
I haven't looked it up since.
Well, where was the part at? Like, that was a bad wig.
It's
It was just
interesting.
bad. It was a bad wig. That's all.
Yeah.
So anyway, tell me about that week, sir.
The week has been good. I had actually a really, really good week. It's been absolutely insane. I'm so grateful, so happy. There have been so many good things that have happened and so many different business opportunities that are flourishing out of nowhere. And it has really just been good. Everything has been aligning.
Life is good.
And so, yeah, that's been great. And then Friday, I got to go to the Museum of Tolerance. The last time I went there was like in 7th grade.
Okay, never been.
Okay, so the Museum of Tolerance is an actual museum in
The where?
the Museum of Tolerance.
Oh, okay. Just making sure
Oh,
we
yeah.
knew what that first word was.
The Museum of Tolerance, yes.
Yeah. The museum.
It's in Los Angeles. Actually, it's not far from West Hollywood.
Okay.
Yeah. So actually, yeah, not far at all, honestly. Avenue of the Stars, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, it's the old Holocaust Museum. The first part is teaching tolerance. And the second part, it takes you on a little small narrative about the Holocaust. And it was absolutely amazing. Our guide, Cathy, she was an amazing woman.
Uh-huh.
And let me just tell you how to...
Cathy?
Yeah, I know. Hey, Cathy. I should have told her about the show, but I didn't. But let me just tell you how special this woman was. So the universe was working on my behalf.
Okay.
So we weren't supposed to get her for our guide. It was supposed to be the other guy. And the other guy was actually rude. We ain't going to talk about Douglas. We're just going to leave him be.
Just let Douglas be where he lay.
Exactly. But I am filing a customer complaint because I don't allow anyone to talk to our children like that. I'm just putting it out there. I said, listen here. When they got me...
All right, Carlita.
When they got me outside of... Don't try me. When they got me outside and
Actually,
they told
Carla, because that sounds closer.
Right.
All you need is your black shades and your cell phone,
I
honey.
was not happy. No, he was rude. Some of the stuff that he said to the kids was just unacceptable, and I'm just not having it. Don't come for my kids. And those people were smart. They told me after we got out and after we were feeding them when I couldn't do anything when we was there. So they were smart. They knew exactly when to tell me. Anyway, back to this wonderful angel, Cathy.
Okay.
So she got her start working at the museum 13 years ago, and it was happenstance.
Wow.
She got a card. And at that time, they were trying to find donations to keep the actual museum up and running because they were running low on funding. So when she got the card, she said something inside her just wouldn't let her throw it away. So finally, after like a month and a half, she called. And after calling, she asked, are there any volunteer opportunities? And they said, actually, we have a job opening. She took the job and has been working there 13 years. And she still carries around that card with her, which is absolutely amazing. But at the very end of the tour, after going through everything, she turned to all of us and she said, I want you all to make me a promise before you leave. Do you know she said the exact same thing that my dad said to me, word for word, at my uncle's funeral? I literally hysterically started crying. It was absolute. I was just like, oh my God. So then afterwards, she was like, Mr. Karl, do you mind if I talk to you? I was like, absolutely. So me and her stayed back a little bit after the kids had gone outside and they were doing attendance and stuff. And she was like, I don't know, whatever it is in your future, wherever you're going, but you were called to be a leader. And the way that people look at you in the light that you are, she was like, I know you're going to be very successful wherever you're going. And so I told her, I know, she was wonderful. So I told her everything that's coming up. And, her son is a writer and, we just chopped it up and it was so wonderful. And
Oh, Cathy.
I know. Cathy was a beautiful soul.
Gems.
She is wonderful. Like, that was amazing. That just really just took me to cloud nine. Then after that, got some random calls about some business stuff that just blew me away even further. Mm-hmm. And then I'm getting ready for the great gala.
The great gala?
Yes. The graduation party has gone from being just a graduation party. Uh-huh. It is turning into an extravaganza.
Extravaganza. Have you been watching Pose?
I have not, but I have been watching some RuPaul, but we're going to talk about that in due time. Yeah. But so I'm really excited about that.
I was like, are you from the House of Fashionista or what?
For this, I just might have to be, because guess what the theme is?
What?
Red carpet ready. It's
so
going to be good.
That means I get to put on. And put on.
See, but for what I want, because I don't want people to just show up and, like black tie and all of that. I want people's personalities to really come through.
I want a mug, okay? Mug.
That's what, exactly.
What a whole new nose for this party. I'm going to paint that thing on.
I'm telling you. I have something that is magical, and I'm thinking maybe I should show you, because it's going to be magical. I already know what I'm wearing. I already know what I'm wearing, but just a little sneak peek of the magic. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh.
That's all I'm going to show you.
Oh, those are cute.
And wait till you see the rest of it. So I want everybody's personalities to just come through who they are, because I'm bringing it. It's going to be good.
Okay. Oh, well, you already know. I got to find some glitter.
Oh, I need you to stop because you're laughing, but you know I was going with some on my left eye, right?
It's okay. I got this. You got this.
Oh.
And they're going to be like, okay, post. Okay.
Yes. I want everybody's extravagant self. I want them to just come, step in as them. We are going to have the red carpet, photos, all of it. It's going to be a wonderful event.
Oh, super excited.
I'm thinking about this, but I think I might want to invite a breaker. I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to see.
You got to be in California, obviously.
They would have to be.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they'd have to be the Southern California group.
But that's okay, because we do have...
Yeah, we do.
Breakers, a lot of breakers.
A lot of them.
California.
Yeah.
So make it work.
We're going to work that out. We're going to do something. But anyway, enough about and then I got to see today, Marco and I took the little princess to go see Secret Life of Pets 2. Absolutely hilarious. I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
Kevin Hart was funny.
It is so funny. It's so funny.
Yeah, because he's funny as a cartoon character and a comic, in a comic.
Yes.
A comedic setting, excuse me. But, sometimes.
Him and Tiffany had all of it. There was so many different parts to it that made it funny. It's really good.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's laughs for the adults and the kids. So.
Oh, yay. I want to see that too.
Please go. It's really good. And I finally got to see Aladdin too. So I'm all caught up.
Dang. So it was good though, huh?
Oh my God. Yes.
I told you.
You were very right. And all the songs, in my opinion, were perfectly placed.
Perfect.
I loved it.
And then I loved the new songs.
I did too.
I felt that.
And I loved the renditions and the changes when they would
go.
You
heard the background music and stuff.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Prince Ali.
The added bass line.
Was amazing. Mm-hmm. And when they held that note, I went in.
Come on now.
And he held it good. Like the old school choir director.
It was good.
Was so good.
He did.
That was brilliant. So yeah, I'm caught up. I'm telling you, this week has been wonderful.
Yay.
You know what I want to say, though? Because you said something earlier in the week that really blessed me. And I just want to call this out now because I know she's going to be listening.
Okay, you do that so then I can tell
about
my week.
I know. Because
you've been talking for almost 10 minutes. Jesus Christ. I'm just putting it out there. This is 10 minutes of Karl. But you know what? I'd rather have this than a couple weeks ago when you was down and out.
See, but
so I'll take 10 minutes of Karl.
You better come on here because that's where I was going. That's where I was going.
Oh, see, one accord.
Yes. I was just getting ready to say thank you, Tony, because I feel so welcomed in the best friends group. You all don't know.
She welcomed you in.
Well, I've known Nico for some years.
Yeah.
We haven't seen each other. I've never met Jaslyn. No,
nope.
See, I have. I think I've met her one time.
Nope.
No, see? And I've never
met Jaslyn.
And I've never physically met Tony.
No.
But they all just shower me with love, and I feel so glad to be a part of the sisterhood. And I have been surrounded by such lovely women. So Tony, when Trina told me what you said, I think it's amazing how kind everybody is. When you told me, she was like, okay, what's going on with Karl? I could sense it, something,
Yeah.
And that really blessed me. So thank you, sisters, for welcoming me in. I feel so honored and cherished to be around such wonderful, loving, powerful women. It's so excited. That's where I was going. So I'm glad we're on the same page. I just had to say that. Thank you.
Yeah, because Nico went off on me. I'm going to be honest. Because when me and you weren't talking, she was like, we weren't talking. So she was like, all right, I'm riding with my best friend.
Right.
So me and Karl, we not cool.
Right.
And then I'm like, oh yeah, me and Karl are doing the show together. And she was like, Trina, we spent years not liking Karl, and now you want me to just okay. I mean, it's so funny, but I love my writers.
Been here all my life. I ain't going nowhere. So Nico,
period, Pooh.
I love you, boo. Right.
Okay, finally, it's about me.
Yes.
So let's talk about me. So I was
I forgot to tell you real quick.
Okay. This is why we need to be recording live. Because if y'all could have saw the transformation of my face, this might be why I'm starting to get frown lines.
I ain't got nothing to say either. I just wanted to hear the okay.
Oh, okay. Period.
Okay.
But, okay. My week was great.
Yeah, how was your week, girl? Come on, lay it on.
It was great. That's it. My week was great. I was tested, though. I was tested. I don't know if you guys saw my story on Sunday. It was Father's Day.
It was.
I was tested though, because so here's how it went. I pulled into Stater Brothers to go pick up a cake for my nephew's birthday. And I'm picking up this cake, so I pull into the parking lot. And as I pull into the parking lot, I pulled into a parking spot. And as soon as I pulled in the spot, I wanted to back up so I could readjust and, get in there good.
Right.
But the guy immediately opens his door, slams it into my driver door.
Oh.
Closes his door and walks right into the store. He don't say sorry. He don't say, oh, my bad, like nothing.
Oh.
So in that moment, if you guys know, my alter ego's name is Shay. A lot of people, like when I don't know people, I introduce myself as Shay because my middle name is Lachey.
Right.
So that is my alter ego. And
what an ego it is.
Shay was tempted at that moment to roll that window down and say, excuse me, sir. But I refrained because of growth. But I backed up and I put my car in a little differently so there was room for me to get out. And, as I opened my door, as Trina opened the door, Shay decided to rear her little head. Now, let me tell you kind of the personality of Shay. She's mischievous, kind of a little bit like Chucky. Okay. I am very short, so it works. And then my hair is really big like Chucky. So it's perfect. So as
Jesus.
Trina steps out the car, Shay emerges and takes her door with both hands and goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice good crunches into his door.
Trina.
In my mind, I'm like, oh man, I just messed up Cabernet. Cabernet is the name of my car because it's my favorite kind of wine. And it is wine color.
Yes.
So I was like, oh my gosh, no, I did. I slammed my door. And I look, I have no scratches. And he has a quarter size gray scraping on his car. And I closed the door and I locked it. And as I walked away, I smiled. And as I smiled, he passed me in the parking lot. And I turned to him and I said, Happy Father's Day. And I kept walking. I was tested. But here is the power of growth. The power of growth is Shay would have rolled down the window and cursed him out and then proceeded to go and pop the trunk and pull a bat out and bust some windows.
Right.
But
there has been growth.
On this glorious day, there has been growth
and
work and meditation on Trina's behalf. So Shay
the tethered,
was only able to do a snippet of what she would do. So I am glad about it. And I am rejoicing on this day because this is the day that the Lord has made.
I will rejoice. And you'll rejoice and I'll be glad. How about that?
And Shay will be glad in it because she enjoyed that.
Oh my God.
Amen.
Oh my goodness.
So
what a
that
week.
Was my week.
A week.
It was really good though. Like all jokes aside, it was a really good week.
Oh my goodness.
But I had to stop and I couldn't look at Karl the whole time I was telling the story because it wouldn't have came out and I would have went in. Okay. So I chose not to do that. But anyway, so we're going to move on to, Karl, do you hear that?
No.
Oh, it's time
Here we go.
for the games people play. I'm your host, Trina. And we're starting off a new segment right now. And if you guys haven't been tuning in, me and Karl have been at war.
Okay.
Right now, Karl is up by one.
Let me just say this, though.
It's a series.
Yeah, it is. It has become a thing now.
It's the World Series.
Okay, yes. So when I saw the production notes and all it says is the games that people play, I was like, here we go.
Yep.
And then she wrote a bunch of just random words.
Yes.
And I have no idea what they mean. She's trying to throw me off. I know it.
It's okay.
But I'm still focused. I'm ready.
But you stay focused. You better stay ready so you don't got to get ready.
Come on now. Hey,
it's time.
Hey, that's how you be.
It is time. So let me tell you what game we're going to be playing today.
Yeah, let's
Karl,
do this one. Okay.
On today, we are going to be, since last time Karl got me with movies, I felt it would only be great if I got him with music. But since that's my baby.
Yeah, but let's be fair. I let you choose.
I'm being fair.
Okay.
This is very fair.
Okay.
This is not a multiple choice anything. As a matter of fact, this is participation on your end. So this game is called Song Association. Have you heard of Song Association before, Karl?
Kind of. Yeah.
Well, that's okay because I'm going to give you the directions. So the directions to the game are as followed. I, Trina, will give you, Karl, a word.
Okay.
And you have 10 seconds after I give you that word to think of a song or a title of a song that has that word in it. You have to sing the song, a piece of the song. And if the word is not in the lyrics, you have to tell me the title of the song.
Okay. Hold up.
Victory is mine.
This is bootleg. Okay. Since I let you choose yours, can I ask for one stipulation?
What?
Okay. Can it be fair that
singing.
Instead of singing them,
no,
I still have to say the lyrics?
No.
I still have to say the lyrics?
No.
But I am not going to sing it because some of the keys are going to be super high from some of the songs that I know.
You sing it in your key. That's it.
See, we're not singing nothing.
You sing it where you come from. So, Karl,
come on.
No, there's no manipulation of the rules.
No,
there's not.
No, that's not manipulation, Trina. I told you that I was doing Disney movies and I did it for you and I let you choose that. So there's nothing that works in my favor with this. You've created the game. You've created the rules. So can I just have that one?
This works in your favor because these words, you will be just fine at it. And you can actually see them a few seconds before. So you're actually cheating. I shouldn't have put them in there, but they're in there. So you can start thinking as we go. But I'm going to give you the word and you have 10 seconds just to, and it's points if you get it right.
Okay. We're going to see how this plays out.
If you don't.
This is about to be funny.
And it's any song and I will double check to make sure it is a real song. So don't be making up no stuff. Okay. Ain't no, when I say jump, you be like, Jimbo, jump down the road. That's not a real song. And I know it's not. So don't try to play me at all, sir, because I will. And, this is, a short little fun game to get 10 seconds per one. And I'm going to increase your odds by giving you more. I'm giving you, I think it's 15 instead of like 10 and 12 like we did last time. So you have more odds of getting more, get a better score. So I got to get my...
This is foolishness and foddery.
Okay. No, you could just be a little bit more, okay? I got to get 10 seconds on my clock here. So I got to take you. Excuse me, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Karl. So are you ready?
Not ready.
For the game to begin?
Not ready, but we're going to see. Here we go.
Why? I need you to cheer up.
Here we go.
This game is so fun.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
You know you just brought this to a whole nother level, right?
Okay, well.
I
started
just want you to be prepared. All right.
You started it.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. So the time is set. Are you ready for your first one?
Sure.
Oh, shoot. Drop my phone. Hold on.
That's what you get. I love it. The universe is still yet protecting me. Oh, come on in here, somebody.
She is not.
She is always. Oh, the mother, the love. Right. Yes. Okay.
Here we go.
All right.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Your first word is believe.
Do you believe in life after love?
I can feel something inside me say
I really don't think you're strong enough, though.
Yes, Karl. Good for you. That's 1 point.
All right.
See, it's not that hard. Here we go. All right. Number 2, time.
If you lost, then you look and you will find me. Time after time. Cyndi Lauper. Yes.
All right. That's 2. Here we go. Number 3, break.
Unbreak my heart.
Say you love me again.
Yeah.
Come on. Undo this
hurt you caught when you walked out the door and walked out of my life.
Undry these tears.
Okay, girl. Oh, you better go in.
Many times.
Right.
All right. That's 3. Here we go. Number 4, dance.
Oh, don't you dare look back. Just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said, shut up and dance with me.
Yes. Shut up and dance. Yes. Good. All right. See? 4. All right. Next. Number 5.
Uh-oh.
Me.
Okay. Because I got me, myself, and I. That's all I got in the end. That's what I found out. Yeah.
And it ain't no need to cry.
I took a vow that from now on, I'm gonna be my own man. Help me, ladies, be myself, and I. Yes.
That's all I got in the end. All right, Karl.
Yep.
Here we go. Number 6, bad.
You know I'm bad. I'm bad. You know it. You know that one was easy.
Really bad. Bad.
Yep.
Really bad. All right, next. Number 7, love.
Oh, here we go. Love, a word that comes and goes.
Okay,
Yep.
Kirk Franklin.
Right. And you know, I used to always get that song wrong, and DJ used to be so pissed off at me.
Okay, what key are you in, Karl?
Right.
We are here. You are there. Okay, so.
I'm talking about the words, Heifer, because I never remember the daggone words.
All right, here we go.
My goodness.
Number 8, Sunday.
Sunday morning rain is falling. Maroon 5.
You know that I picked that just for you to sing that song because I knew that's what you were going to sing.
Because you know that's the one that I love.
Yes. All right, here we go. Number 9, high.
You got me up so high.
What the hell is that?
John Legend.
Oh.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
That's 2 weeks in a row. That's 2 weeks in a row.
Okay. Oh my God.
Oh, you couldn't saw my face. I didn't even stop the time.
Okay.
I was like, that's not real. That's not real. Sorry.
Oh my God. Oh, Jesus. Okay. That was good. That was good.
Oh. Okay. Thank you, Jesus. All right. You ready?
We're still going with this?
Yeah, you got 15.
Let's go. God. Okay.
All right, here we go. Next, so far you are 10. Well, you're going on number 10. You're 9 for 9.
Okay.
All right, number 10. Here we go. It's smile.
I smile. Oh my God. It's so number Newman down. Oh my God, it's Kurt Franklin.
Time's
I
up.
sang it.
Sorry, Carl.
You cheating.
I don't know. That wasn't enough. No. I smile is not like, no. What is that?
That is. That's Kurt Franklin's song. I smile. It's so hard to look up when you've been down. I so would hate to see you give them now.
I really don't want to give it to you because you didn't have those words.
Yeah, because I was trying to think of it, but I mean.
You were like, oh my God, what is this?
But I know.
Didn't even know who it was by.
But I knew it was Kurt Franklin.
I don't know. All right. I'm going to give it to you. Let's move on to number 11.
Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry. I ain't sorry. Sorry. I ain't sorry. Yep.
Are you a Beyonce stan or what?
Of course I am.
All right. Here we go. Number 12. Mirror.
Oh, you trying to make me cry. I'm starting with the man in the mirror.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yes. I did that on purpose. All right. Next, we have number 13, and it is kiss.
Ooh, I kissed a girl and I liked it. Not really.
Yes, you did. All right, number 14. It is baby.
Ooh, baby. Oh, baby. Hey, baby. Why, baby? I'm baby. You, baby. We, baby.
Yes,
let's,
you're the
baby.
champion.
Why not, baby? Let's love,
Okay.
baby. Why not, baby? Come on, baby.
Whoa.
I was trying to go for all 64 times, but I ran out of breath.
Was there more?
Oh.
Did you have any more or?
No,
Okay.
I really was running out of breath.
Okay, and here we go with the last one. This is the last and number 15. Fix.
Oh, will you fix this broken heart of mine? I want the sun to shine. And I don't know the rest of the lyrics.
Well, you know what, Carl? You got
I already know how many I got. I got 14.
out of 15.
Well, no, because you said...
Give it up for Carl.
Well, you said you wasn't going to give me smile because the Kurt Franklin lyrics I couldn't think of right on my toes.
Yeah, I don't think I should.
But that's still 14 out of 15.
But it's okay.
That's 98th
I'm going
percentile.
to give you the 14 out of 15. So, Carl, you know what you did?
What did I do? What?
No one wants to beat you. Defeated.
Never.
You beat it.
Yes, I did.
So I'm going to give you that. See, that wasn't as bad as you thought it was going to be.
Well, no, and I will say that it made it a lot easier to have the actual list of words because I read all the words. I'm like, these are some random words. What the heck is this?
And see, I shouldn't have put them on
You
there.
shouldn't
I
have.
should have made another note to myself. But you know what? I gave you an advantage,
you know what?
which is fine with me. And you thought I was trying to screw you, and I wasn't.
I did. So I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
And usually you have to sing for at least 5 seconds, but I gave it to you,
You really did, because I talked all of it. I talked them all, or sang in low baritone.
But it's cool. So,
well, because I got to work back up to it. We did have,
it's okay.
We had to have that conversation where, you and I talked about doing a cover of something that we're going to do. So I'm really trying to work back up to that because I think that cover is going to be nice. We probably shouldn't have told everybody, huh? But that's all right.
Well, you're the one who's talking.
I was.
So
now I'm silent. like Slytherin.
Okay, but it's okay. So we are going to give you that. You got 14 out of 15.
Does that
so
make it
next time,
2-0?
No.
Dang.
It's best of. So I would have to go again. And then if I get 100%, then I've beaten you.
Okay. All right.
So we're going to move on to the next segment.
Well, which one is it going to be? I just want you to know before we move on. I'm coming for you. Because that one actually really made me think. That was tough. I'll have to give you that. So, but from that...
It wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't super, super bad. But from that, I am going to come up with something very similar to this. So to be fair, I'm just going to announce it now so everybody knows the rules.
Okay.
I am going to come up with something very similar where I'm going to choose words as well. And I'm going to even put them in the notes so that we both know ahead of time. And then I'm going to unleash the rules on you. And I'm going to unleash what you got to do. Okay. Fair.
You act like I'm scared. I ain't scared. I ain't
Listen
scared.
Listen here. It's not about being scared.
I ain't never scared. What?
Huh?
Because I've been here all my life and I ain't going nowhere.
Let them know.
Anyway, we got to move on to the next segment.
All right.
And it's going to be Help Me Fix My Life. Can you help me? Help me. Can you help me?
Ooh.
Fix my life. Can you help me? Help me. Can you help me? Fix my life.
Oh.
Can you help me?
Come on, y'all. Can you feel it?
For the day.
Oh. Right when I was getting ready to bring the breakers in, we were going to have your harmony chorus coming in.
It's all good. It's all good in the hood.
That wasn't... Okay.
That was not?
That has to be my favorite one so far.
Okay.
That one had me going.
I'm telling you, because in a minute,
listen,
y'all are going to have to pick one of these as your favorite, and then I'm going to record it, and that's going to be the theme song. No, so I'm going to need y'all to...
Well, one of the...
You keep saying that, and you want me to change it every week.
Yeah, because it's so much fun.
It is fun for you, because you're not on the spot having to think these up in your head. So, of course, it's fun for you.
You have a whole week to think of something.
I don't think about it until it's called improvisation.
Listen here. I have to do some research on the movie stuff. Yeah, I know movies off the top of my head, but when it comes to box office, you got to look it up.
Research and other things too. We both got to do stuff. But all I'm saying
so it's just a little bit more.
You don't have to come off the dome every week.
No, that is true. But you know what? I'm just going to put it to the Breakers because the Breakers love having the new songs. And you know what? It's about having the family. And they supersede us.
Whatever.
They supersede it. They loves it every week.
So let me go
As
into
do I. So what we going to do, y'all, is we going to keep them coming.
For this week.
Hallelujah.
So this week we got one. And it says as follows. Hey, Trina and Karl. My name is Cannon. What?
I'm just laughing because it was written indeed with an exclamation point, which hence why you said it like that, but it's still funny.
Oh, I got more. Hey, Trina and Karl. My name is Cannon. And I have a Fix My Life request. Why the hell do I get stuck with crazy females? Is it possibly something in me choosing them? Or are females all around the globe starting to act up? What the? I'm lost here, people. I feel like when I act like a gentleman, they want the thug part of me. When I can't turn off the thug part, they want to complain. It says LOL.
Right.
Can you fix my life? The reason I'm yelling is because they're in all caps. So, can you fix my life? I'm about to shut down on all of them.
You read that incorrectly.
No, I changed it.
Oh, okay. Okay, fair enough.
I didn't want to say the bad words.
Okay.
Okay, Cannon, first of all, stop yelling at me. It's very rude. Let's just start right there. That's the first thing I want to say. And that wasn't it rude?
Oh.
Was it not rude?
It's not rude. You know what? This is why I don't think it's rude, because it's excitement. I get the same way in my text because
I don't think that's excitement. I think
for me
that is
it is.
yelling.
You know, I'm a very elaborate person, and I'm starting to embrace that about myself. I'm very exaggerated, and well, it depends on the times. When I am like doing the show, I'm very exaggerated. When I'm talking to people out in public or having to entertain, I'm exaggerated. And you know, I think that's just like you said, the alter ego.
Universe?
Well, hey, come on now. But I think it's the alter ego. You know, that's when Guy comes out. That's when he's like, hey, I got it. I'm the guy. Let's do this. Carl's more the reserved person. But I do type like this. So if I'm saying something that's exciting, I type like that. I genuinely do. So I think that's the same with this person.
Well, the next time, Cannon, you can yell at Carl, because you're not going to yell at me. That's what we're not going to do on our show. That's what you're not doing. You can yell at Carl, you know? Apparently. I don't care how excited you are. Lower them cases. Okay? That's the number one.
Well, the cases are lowered because, and you know what? I'm glad you said that, because you're right.
The cases aren't lowered.
They are. It's just the exclamation points at the end, which actually signifies
these are
excitement.
Uppercase words.
Well, some of them were.
Can you fix my life?
Yes, you're right. Some of them are. You're right with that. Some of them are.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the yelling.
Maybe he's just at his wit's end. And he's just fed up, so he's really needing help. That's what I take it for.
Not with all them damn laughing emojis, you not.
Well, I think it's
Cannon, not Keenan.
I apologize for the mispronunciation of your name. My bad.
And the misspelling too, because it's definitely spelled like Canon, like a camera brand.
Yes, it is. That's why I said that. So I apologize. It's Keenan. Got it.
No, it's Cannon.
That's what I said. The first time was Cannon.
No, you didn't. You said Keenan.
No, I didn't.
And you said it again.
Okay. What's the name?
I can't wait till we play it.
Tell me what your name is. We can't even help him fix his life because we can't even get the boy's name right.
Like a Nikon. Canon. You know it's Nikon.
Okay, Canon. Well, you know what? Let me just clear this up now. You can holler at me, bruh. You can holler at me all you want to, because that's how I write. Anyway, now we're going to help you fix your life.
Holler at Carl.
Right.
Well, first of all, I don't know what... let's see how I can say this.
Oh, God.
The question was...
turning on and off the thug.
Why do I get stuck with crazy females? Is it possibly something in me choosing them, or are females all around the globe starting to act up? Okay.
I didn't want to address that. I didn't want to address it because it kind of...
Well, I am.
It kind of came off misogynistic, and I know that's not the intent.
Okay, but I'm going to say this, King. Okay.
It's said in love. It's said in love. It's said in love.
This is always said in love. And this is not shade. This is Trina. So you're writing into the show, and there are women and men who listen to the show.
There are.
So, not to tell you not to be who you are, but
right.
Let's possibly just change the tone of the question.
Right.
So I guess the question would be, again, why is it that the women that you are choosing, and they are choosing you, acting crazy? And is this something that happens all the time, or am I just getting specific women that are acting this way? How about that? Let's not marginalize it to the whole world, because I'm not crazy unless I want to be.
And the half female side of me is not crazy either.
So,
and honestly, in reading it, I did not get he was trying to be misogynistic at all. I think the particular women that he might be attracted to
are crazy.
No, not necessarily crazy, because again,
could be people crazy for you. Can it?
Well, the thing is because people could possibly meet me and think I'm crazy because of my exaggeratedness. So maybe it's, I think we throw that word crazy out there to mean many different things without really focusing on
like,
what it means.
What are you meaning by crazy? What are the actions?
Exactly.
But it could be possibly because of you. Like they, a lot of people I know act crazy because when they're with somebody that they really like and they do things to hurt their feelings, etc.
Oh.
They act crazy.
Okay.
So that could possibly be it. Also, I do think that it is who you're choosing. You attract what you attract. And if you continue to attract a certain type of person, there is something within you that is attracting that part of them to you.
Or there's something in you that is desiring that type of person. And this is the thing. I want to say this.
And you might like it.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. And that's why I said we should really change how we use the word crazy. You know, I am just trying to see this just based on what was written and try to go from there and then really try to pull out the heart and soul of it without diving too much into how things may sound. But, you know, you happen to mention having to switch on and off the thug. I'm not really sure what that means. And I don't want to stereotype it and just by saying, you know, baggy pants, being loud, being, quote unquote,
I think
black.
It's like being aggressive. Like, you know, he's maybe being like aggressive and like, you know.
Okay, well, you know, I will say that some people kind of like that stuff when it's, you know, in between the sheets time. And if maybe that's what they're looking for then maybe y'all should have a conversation about that and see, is that when you want it, or is this when you want it, when you need me to like stick up for you because somebody's being disrespectful or trying to grab on you? Or do you want it when we're out and you think that the server is kind of being rude and they're not really being rude? You know what I mean?
And the other thing is there's nothing wrong with being multi-dimensional.
Right, exactly.
And in this case, meaning that you have all those sides. I have all of those sides. If I need to bring out Shay, I will. But if I don't have to, then I am Trina. You know what I mean? Like there's times for one side and there's other times where it's not appropriate. And you just have to be genuine to who you are. It's not about them.
Right.
So if they have a problem with you being who you are in that moment, whether it's quote unquote thug, as you put it, or not, then they're probably not the person for you because they should accept you no matter what.
That's right.
So, and then the crazy part, like, well, and really, you know, are you attracted? I feel like we do attract what we like. You know, you put it out there. You might have said it a couple of times, you know, like I like them crazy, or I like when they do little things that are crazy or whatever. And then you end up getting, you know, fatal attraction. But you put that out there.
You know what? Can I say this? I wonder if it's maybe just not time for you to take a moment and just step back and just maybe be alone for a moment to see which one of them you want to be. And when I was saying earlier, you know, I'm exaggerated in different things, that can be everywhere. There's moments where I'm out in public and I just want to be quiet, but I've accepted all those sides of me. And instead of forcing myself to be something that I'm not in that moment, I just allow it to be whatever it is. And maybe you should go with that. And like Trina was saying, if you decide that you want to merge the gentleman and the thug together to become a variation of the two of those, and you just let it free and it flows out of you freely, then I say, then just go with that. And if somebody's not accepting of that, then at the end of the day, maybe you just need to reevaluate the whole situation and just say, okay, look, this is me. This is what I'm bringing to the table. But you can only do that once you've been true to yourself and you've answered that question within yourself. Because we only get confusion most times when somebody asks us something because we don't have clarity within ourselves.
Right. True.
So I would say that would be the best thing, is just be like, you know what? Because one, to ever say that isn't all of anything is always going to be incorrect.
Yeah, it's always going to be no.
Yeah, because statistically, it's not possible.
Yeah.
Mathematically. So
yeah.
No, it's not always going to be one thing. So no, they're not all going crazy. Maybe it's just the few that you've encountered out of the possible 3 billion on the planet happen to have something that you're attracted to. So...
Yeah.
You know, when you put it into mathematics such as that, it kind of puts it into perspective.
Then you can answer your own question.
No, that sounds so shady.
Just playing.
That sounds so shady.
Playing. I'm just playing canon. But seriously, yeah, I agree totally with what Karl says.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just the energy that you're in right now. And maybe you need to make a shift within yourself.
Ooh.
And then start attracting what you really desire. So maybe when you were younger, that was something you desired. And now that you're older, you're like, it's not cute anymore. So change your perspective, change your thoughts, change what you're manifesting about the partner that you want.
That's correct.
And she will come.
That's right. Because every situation is a lesson or a blessing.
And some people are in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime.
Come on. Oh, yes.
So.
That is that on that.
You know, it's all love.
Yes.
It's all love.
It is love, Cannon. So, you got this, bro.
And I hope that really helps out because, I mean, it's crazy out here.
It can be.
In these streets and dating folks and not knowing, you know?
Yes.
who you dating and who you getting to know. So
come on now.
I applaud you for still putting forth an effort.
And doing it with grace. Yes.
All right. So we are going to move on to our next segment. And What? It's tea time.
It's tea time.
It's tea time. Yeah. And it's time for that tea. Time for that tea. It's time for the tea.
Woo, yeah.
Time for that tea.
Oh, it's time for the tea. Time for the tea. Oh, it's time. It's time. It's time. I was with you on that one. I felt that one though. Oh, if only I had a tambourine, I would have been in. That would have been in. You got me with that one. Yes, thank you for that one. Sometimes the old hymns, they'll do it, won't they?
Sometimes you just need it. Sometimes you just need it. Okay? All right. So the first thing we're going to talk about is tea time. I wanted to bring this up because this is great news.
I can't let it go.
Okay.
Yes.
Praise him then.
Okay. All right. You go on in. Go ahead.
You good?
I had to bring it down. That one got me. That one caught me off guard. But it was good.
So I want to bring this up because this is some good tea to me. So I don't know if you guys heard this situation about Lesandro Guzman-Feliz, right?
Yes.
Is that right, you think?
Yes, you can.
So basically, if you don't know what happened, he was brutally murdered in public, caught on camera by a gang in New York he was just cut up with knives and a machete and basically hacked up and
this was the one from the grocery store. This happened several years ago.
The liquor store. No, not several. No.
Really?
Last year. Yeah.
See, you know what? It's so crazy. These happen so often, and not specifically situations like this where he was so brutally murdered and was caught on camera, but situations of young men of color dying so often that to me it seems so far away, and that's sad that it was only last year. Yeah,
it was last year. It's actually exactly a year. It's June 2018. So, if you don't know the story, basically it was mistaken identity. They thought he was someone else. So they started chasing after him.
Right. I did remember hearing that part. Yes.
Just basically, he didn't die right there. He made it to a hospital that was like up the street. Like he ran there and then died when he got there. But anyway.
Yes.
I don't know if we can hear that bag on camera. I mean, on camera.
That's what you get.
That's what you get. No. But, okay, well, what you eating? Gummy bear?
Yes.
Are they medicated gummy bear?
No.
Yes, they are. You lying.
Actually, no, they're really not. I just got hungry and my mouth is dry. Because I've laughed a lot this episode.
Okay, and gummy bears are going to give you some juice?
Well, yes, because you know that scientifically when you put something in your mouth that has a fruity flavor, it makes your mouth actually salivate.
There we go. Yeah.
So, yes.
All right. Well, I'm glad the gummy bears are quenching your thirst.
No, I said my mouth is dry. I didn't say I was thirsty.
So anyway, the good news is that the 5 boys went to trial and have been charged with first degree murder, second degree murder, second degree, I believe it was conspiracy to commit murder, and first degree gang related murder. And so they are basically getting up to life sentence. So,
well, I think that is highly appropriate.
Yeah. I absolutely
completely agree with that.
Just go, like, despite the gang and all of that, like, despite all of that, there's no reason to just go and kill people. Like, it's just, No matter what the situation is, it should never resort to us taking another life, no matter what. Life. Like, it's not that serious. Is it ever just to have, like, a bro, like, to call people your brothers, that you, like, that's cool to do, You know
what, though? Marco and I were just talking about this earlier. It's so crazy. These things just link up all the time. That's how you know when you're on the right path. People say that, deja vu, but when you talk about something and it links into all aspects of your life, that's how you know you're in alignment with the true nature of oneness and peace and on your true journey. Anyway, we were just talking about that earlier because we were saying, people everywhere just want to be accepted and they want to feel a part. And if we begin to just make people feel accepted for who they are without judgment, we wouldn't have these broken people running to other broken people that form groups that begin to show hate towards different groups. And exactly. But you know what, though? I had to check myself, and I think we all need to because we are all guilty of this. And the example that I use is this. I used myself as an example when Marco and I were talking earlier where I said, for me, I wanted to be somebody who was skinny. I was always bigger, so I wanted to be skinny. And so now that I'm down to my 145, I'm happy with that. But then there are people in the same community who were once skinny who want to be big. And so they didn't like that. So now they changed it. And so now that they changed it, they look back on other people and go, oh, how unattractive. Oh, look at them. They're not me. Yeah. And we're guilty of that because once I've gotten small, I'm like, oh, look at them. They want to be big and da-da-da-da-da. And so if we would just stop that and start embracing people and loving on them more and stop judging them, then I think the situation would be different for all of us.
Totally agree.
So, yep.
Yes. So justice has been served in that case.
Yes.
So glad about it.
And so moving on to something a bit more light, this month is Pride Month.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. And one of the things that I saw, it's still kind of heavy, but was absolutely beautiful. Eugene from the Try Guys posted up this video. And I don't know if you know who the Try Guys are. They're these 4 guys who are best friends online. They're well known. They do all of these different things, hence their name, Try Guys. They try all these different things, food, different activities and stuff, and they're just freaking hilarious. But in honor of Pride Month and in honor of the LGBTQ plus community, Eugene released this music video. Well, it's not a music video. The music is done by a DJ.
Odessa.
Yes, thank you. But he choreographed and wrote it.
Coachella 2 years ago.
Yes. He's actually a great DJ.
I love him.
Line of Sight is one of the songs that I like of his that was introduced to me by my friend Chelsea. It's an amazing song. But yeah, that video was absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. It was so moving for him to tell his story through dance. Like, it was beautiful. Yeah. Absolutely beautiful.
It was a beautiful video. It was really good. I enjoyed.
Did you?
I really enjoyed. We can post a snippet of it.
We really should.
Yeah, we'll post a snippet of it, after the episode is aired so that you guys can check it out on the page.
Or at least a link to it in, one of our posts or something, because it's absolutely beautiful and it's wonderful to see his evolution. Right. And it just made me smile. Even though it was a heavy topic, it was just wonderful to watch it.
Well, yeah, and it's nice and it's Pride Month. And so these are issues that we should talk about. Yes. And we should see. And,
And just the fact of him at the end blooming to becoming like the true him. Yeah. And understanding him and what he wanted was just amazing.
And, it kind of, another good show if you're into things like this is Pose. It's on FX. A new season just started. Yeah. But it kind of reminded me of that, from him going from, just being gay and dressing like really cute, girly, and then transitioning into drag, or if he was transitioned into transgender, not sure which one he was in depicting in the video. But, it reminds me of that. And that show is a really good show, just basically about what the trans community went through in the 80s in New York. And it just kind of shows how, a lot of them were homeless and there was the big AIDS epidemic and they were living on the street, and how they started these communities that they call houses in order to, just have a family basically. And they had a mother and they would go and do these balls, and that's how they expressed themselves and were in a community together. And it was just, it's a good show. I really enjoy it. Really enjoy it.
And it kind of falls in line with the theme of Paris is Burning. For those of you who may not know, Paris is Burning is an African-American documentary about the New York gay scene. And it's absolutely wonderful. It was absolutely wonderful. It's a good movie.
Yes.
And I didn't know that that's what Pose was kind of tied into, but as you were explaining it, I was like, oh, okay, it's along the same lines as Paris is Burning. So now I'm going to actually watch Pose.
It's really good.
It has Billy Porter in it. And Billy Porter just slayed at the Tony Awards.
Yes.
Did you see that clip of him getting up and singing?
I didn't.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So
but he sings on the show.
Honey, let me just tell you. So,
yeah.
See, I'm really gonna have to watch it now. I was a little bit on the fence about Billy Porter, but I am an absolute fan of his now. I've been watching lots of his interviews lately, and I'm falling more and more in love with that man. He is a great advocate, and I love it. But let me just tell you what he did. So, he said one of his dreams was to do carpool karaoke with James Corden. And James Corden was the host for the Tonys.
Yes.
So in a commercial break, James Corden walks up to Billy Porter and gives him the mic and goes, now choose a song. So he chose the song and started singing it, right? He got a standing ovation when he was finished. He slayed that thing.
Oh.
Tore it up.
Yeah, he can sing.
Child.
And I didn't know until I watched the show, and there's a scene where he sings. And I was like,
see,
wow, I had no idea he could sing like that. So...
He tore that up. And he got to a part where he was like, you want me to sing the whole thing? And James Corden was like, yes. So he went on and did it. So yeah, that was the business. And then I got one more for you for tea time. Mm-hmm. So Don Lemon, and this is so amazing, staying with Pride Month. Don Lemon from CNN had a man on. This man is from Oklahoma. And he said, given the recent landscape of the world or of our country that we're in right now, he wanted to do something positive. So this man took his pickup truck, found a bunch of duct tape, put the gay flag on the back of his truck.
Yes.
And I quote, he wrote, and he wrote these words, not all country boys are bigots. Happy Pride Month. And he is a straight man. That is amazing.
That is amazing. And I just think that it's great that, a lot of people are standing up and showing that they're not against the community. And
Absolutely.
I just think that that's awesome, especially during this time right now. It's just really hard. A lot of transgender women are getting murdered. And
that's right.
It's a trying time. It's a sad time, but it's also great to see a lot of people standing up with support for the community. So
yes,
I love it. And then
I love it
Pride
too.
Month. And then Pride Month.
Absolutely. So. Cody Barlow, you are a hero in my eyes, sir. And we thank you for the support. And we thank you for being a light to people who now will be open to acceptance because of your example. And I am grateful for people like you. You make this world better, sir.
Oh, you do. So we are going to segue right on into our final segment, which is self-care. And you know that we are on a series, a quest of becoming your authentic self, a quest for authenticity.
And you may not have noticed, but there's been a running theme in today's show.
There has been.
And it says, getting to know yourself.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And there has been a running theme, even with my situation. I know how I am and how I react to things and how I can switch up real quick between Trina and Shay. But that took a long time for me to realize that it's one person.
That's right.
And being totally transparent, there is a duplicity in everybody. We all have that Gemini characteristics where, we have a yin and a yang. We have one side and we have our other side, which kind of plays to the introverted part of ourselves and the extroverted, part of ourselves.
That's correct.
And so, it took me a long time to find the balance, I'll say, between the two. Because for a long time, I felt like Shay is who I need to be at all times because that's who everybody knows and that's who everybody likes. And I really had to realize that no, Trina's good too. That's my determined part. That's my let me sit back and think this through part. That's my analytical side and my responsible side and my, so I had to take a lot of time to learn myself so that I am able to be fully transparent and fully be 100% me and authentic at all times.
That's right. And it's funny that you gave me that name, Captain Black Strange. Mm-hmm. And the reason is because I think back to myself. When you were speaking, I was thinking, how can I express all the dualities of who I am as a person, but give a visual representation of that? Because for me, I'm a visual learner. So as you were speaking, I was thinking about that. And the scene that comes back to my head is Doctor Strange in Avengers Infinity War, when he split himself, but it all came from one and it all came back to one. Mm-hmm. They all had their purpose and their time. And they all connected with Thanos in a completely different way, but they were all still that one person.
Yes.
But that took me getting to know me and really understanding me and really accepting me.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
For that to be this stage that I'm in now in my life. Mm-hmm. Which, not, and a lot of times we say this, and I really wish we should stop speaking these stuff over ourselves, but we go, oh, well, it's not easy. Oh, well, it is hard and this, that, and the other. Mm-hmm. You're right. You keep speaking that stuff, it's going to keep being that. Because I believe that when you really, really embrace a change, it is not hard. Now, what makes something hard is the way you look at it, your perspective. Because for some people, what we do, they would consider, oh, that's too hard. I'm not going to waste the time going through all of that, having to record, having to change my life, having to plan, having to research, wah. But for us, it's not hard. Mm-hmm. Anybody can do it, but it's all in what you put your mind to. I heard a video say this. He goes, by the time a child has reached, I think he said 10 years old, they have heard the word no more than 500,000 times. 500,000. And they have heard the word yes no more than 5,000.
I believe that. And it's crazy that you're saying that, because what I was going to add and piggyback to you is, and I watched this show, and when they said this in there, it kind of just like, again, that light switch clicked in me and I kind of realized something. But he was talking about the character in the show, and he said, the problem with you is you are a no but person. Ooh. Meaning every time you respond to something, it's no, but this is why. Like there's always no and then an explanation why, instead of just being an okay person and taking that and reflecting. Right. And really digging deep and figuring out the next positive way to move forward from it instead of automatically shutting it down, which there's nothing wrong with saying no at all in its appropriate time. That's correct. So that's good. That was this week for me that I saw that too.
And it's funny that you say that. Even when you think about it to dealing with other people, think about it like this. So you ask me, hey, Karl, do you want to go, do this? Or, hey, Karl, do you think that we can do this and this and this and this and this? And then my response to you is no, but I think we should. So already what you have done to the other person is disvalidate them. You shut them down first, and then you disvalidated what they said. Instead of switching it to something simple like this. Hey, Karl, what do you think of this and this and this and this and this? I could simply respond to you, yes, and maybe we could think about this and this and this and this and this. That's opening up the conversation and validating that you heard the other person. But again, that comes with us having to dig deep and get to know who we are, because a lot of our wording is negative. And we don't even notice that we're saying it. No's, but they're contradictions. They're closing statements that don't give you any future.
Exactly. Shutting it down. It's a shutdown language. The shutdown verbiage.
And we even do it over ourselves. We speak over ourselves saying that stuff.
I'm cute, but I could be better.
Come on, honey. That's it.
That's the one.
Yeah, I'm smart, but...
I'm smart, but I lack in this area. No. I'm smart.
And you know what? Let me just say something.
I will get better at this.
Exactly. And let me just say this. We have been taught that there's always going to be somebody better. You know what? I'm not accepting that anymore, because I used to say that in my head. How can somebody be better at being me?
They can't.
Exactly.
How can somebody be better at what my gift is?
Come on.
Like your purpose is your purpose, your lane is your lane, and mine is mine. So exactly. Even like when, you think about it in the smallest terms of people comparing vocalists, Right. Brandy's better than Beyonce. Okay, well, no. They're in two different lanes. They both sound amazing. Exactly. They are two different people. They have two different careers, two different lives, two different experiences. Yep. So how can you compare? They both sound great.
See, but that ties all back into what I was saying earlier. They want to group themselves to something because then they feel a part of something, and then they attack the other. That's why I said, but it's all back to getting to know you. Because once you understand why you do those things, then you'll stop them and you'll make a change. Mother Teresa once said, don't invite me to an anti-war rally. Invite me to a peace rally.
Yes, love it. I'm here for it. So some things to think about, y'all. So that is that on that.
That on that, which was on that, that's now that.
Okay. And that has ended.
Come on here. Right.
And that is that.
On that.
So yes, that's it. Oh man, it's already time to go.
I know.
I can't believe it.
Oh,
It hurts my heart.
it's always a pleasure.
What time is it? Because I'm hurting. I don't feel good.
You all in them today, huh?
I'm hurting and I don't feel good.
I know.
I don't want you to go.
You know, we're going to have to plan something to get all of our lovely, wonderful people in one space at one time.
Oh, that's coming. It's coming.
Yes,
It's
it
coming.
has to.
It'll
because the love that we get from you all is unreal and it is appreciated. And we can't say it enough. We really cannot.
We really cannot. And please, 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 please do not be scared to write in
Please
to
don't.
us for Help Me Fix My Life segment. You can DM us. You can, if you have our phone numbers, you can text us. You can.
Yes,
There's
that's
an
true.
email where you can email.
You can.
Just go from our page and do that. So yes, and I know that we joke during Help Me Fix My Life, and we might rag on you a little bit, but really, at the end of the day, we want to give sound advice and from our own experiences. So, please do that because we don't want to have to, stop doing that because we ain't getting no participation from y'all.
Right. Come on now.
That's that's just it's what it is.
And we want you to understand this as well. It's always in love.
Yes.
It's always
course.
in love. And,
Of course.
we said it before, we need to lighten up. Let me just tell y'all a little situation here. The reason 2 weeks ago when I was going through mine that I laughed so hard is because the Help Me Fix My Life was me. What was it? The Empty Breaker was the name we officially gave to it.
Emotional.
Yeah. We just gonna put that and be real. That was me. But even in reading it, I was still able to find joy and laughter in it.
Holly.
And I'm specifically saying that to show you all that we actually practice what we preach.
Yeah.
And we laugh at ourselves. More so because you heard me, I was hollering at the story. And it was what I was living through.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
we talk about transparency and getting to know ourselves. Let's do it.
Transparency. And it bees like that. So
Barry said it best. He said, practice what you preach.
Oh. Well, right then. Barry Bigelow. We should call you Barry Gray. All right. Practice what you preach.
Oh, I had to do it.
Yeah.
I had to do it. Oh my goodness.
Oh man, but yes, Breakers, it's all in love, and we
Yeah,
love
always.
you, and
Yes.
we mean it.
Yes, we do. Always. It's love, light, and positivity is what we spread and you spread. And with that, we'll make this a better place.
That's right. We can't wait to talk to you again next week.
Yes.
High five.
High five. Bye.